What's up, y'all? It's D. About to react to this video about Hip Hop Madness. It's titled, You Will Never Look at J. Cole the Same Again. Okay, let's see what they have to say about Cole. Speaking of J. Cole, I reacted to his album and his mixtape. It's up on my Patreon right now. Check it out, link down below. If you want to hear my thoughts on all the music that he dropped on us. If you want to hear what I got to say, then check out the Patreon. But yeah, let's see what they have to say on this video. Let's watch.
In the culture that you're in, trust and believe they're looking at you a different way today. You can never come back from this. There is no, I don't give a what the fall off sound like. I don't look at it.
Sorry, sir. He has already come back from it. He always got bad takes. Bad takes. He badly built. He get on my nerves. You know, you can't ever come back from this. He already has. People have already been praising the fall off. So what are you talking about? I think you're thinking of Drake. I think there are things that happened during the beef that Drake can never come back from. You getting him confused with Cole. All right, fuck out of here.
Just saying, the sword is dull. I don't care what he spit. I always said he's one of the greatest, and all that is irrelevant to me when you talking all that gangster. And they call you to the yard and you don't step outside. I don't give a...
First off, he's misusing the word gangster. Cole ain't been on no gangster shit. What are you talking about? But if he's saying like, oh, you talking all this big shit about being the best and you ain't coming, you know, to step on the yard, I agree with that. And I've already dragged Cole for this many times over here on his YouTube channel and definitely on my Patreon. So I'm not completely disagreeing with that. But y'all get y'all words together. Cause y'all sounding kind of slow.
You lose. I never forget.
Hip-hop doesn't always reward the outliers. In fact, it often punishes them. The artists who don't fit the mold usually have to fight twice as hard just to break through. And even if they do somehow manage to, it comes with constant pressure to justify their place in the culture. Some artists bend themselves to fit that mold. Others move against it. And those are usually the ones forced to walk a lonelier path. By every conventional measure, Cole should be one of the most extravagant and hyper-visible rappers in the genre. The level of success he's reached has more than earned him the right to indulge in all the usual trappings of superstardom and the material excess that comes with it. Instead, he spurned all of that, opting for a more reclusive existence where he's insulated himself in favor of pursuing goals. A humble family man and a father of two, Cole has been steadily building the anticipation for his long-awaited magnum opus, The Fall Off, for the better part of 8 years now. A title first mentioned in the closing moments of his KOD project, Cole has been constantly billing this project as something special, complete with election campaign-style promo videos dating all the way back to 2020.
It seems like it is all the country needs a hero to turn to in these turbulent times. Make your voice heard. Vote for The Fall Off in 2020.
But by contrast to how Cole is moving today, this kind of boisterous display feels like it came from...
He was talking about it before 2020.
Someone else entirely.
He said 10 years.
The Fall Off finally has an official release date of February 6th. Cole is stripping back any of the pageantry that he once accompanied the record's announcement with. Instead, the trailer sees Cole in a cool, contemplative mood, going about his day like some regular guy. For a hip-hop artist of his caliber, portraying yourself in such a stripped-back, vulnerable way is a major risk. Because rather than being the all-conquering hero in his original 2020 promo, Cole now presents himself as just a man making his way through a torrid world. But there was perhaps a time when the fall off may have taken a different tone entirely. These days, Cole has basically found himself in uncharted and treacherous territory that no rapper of his stature has ever wandered into. And right now, it must feel pretty damn isolating, where you can usually go into the annals of history to determine how other greats have approached difficult periods of transition or public scrutiny. Cole's experience of being seen as one of the big three, but without the pomp and circumstance that goes with it, is entirely unique. At one time in his career, that was seen as a positive, with Cole's lack of pretense and breezy nature meaning that he could exist in certain places and facilitate things that other rappers' egos would never allow for. Just think back to how revered he was around the time of Revenge of the Dreamers 3, with Cole capable of bridging all divides to assemble the hip-hop superpowers like no other. However, the cultural temperature on Cole has changed so much since then, as where he once went into the Fall Off's initial rollout with all of the momentum in the world, the actual album's release has come in the aftermath of a retreat from a fight that's left him being clowned on a worldwide scale. Let's be real, the internet is a pretty shady place. K-shows that aren't available in the States, 8% off for a limited time.
Oh, you protons. So I genuinely mean that. Go support. I bought it.
And as one of the big three, Cole has been held in the highest esteem alongside Drake and Kendrick for over a decade now. After all, he not only has the pen game, but the commercial appeal as well. And in the view of some,
J. Cole is right next to Kendrick.
That's fine.
No disrespect.
Why are you doing this to me? Stop. Why are you doing this?
Y'all are bugging though.
J.
Cole is
Nice, man.
However, this would all come to a screeching halt and leave an asterisk next to any tough talk from Cole after he backed down. Back when being recognized as the best was key to his identity, the track First Person Shooter with Drake and Cole saw them stake their claim as two of the big three. The track was a clear case of friendly sportsmanship between the two greats. Even if Dreamville signees like Jid naturally maintained that Cole had washed his longtime ally. Yet what they didn't realize was their attempt to institute an era of peace would actually beget warfare, with the fallout from the unifying track leading Kendrick to declare it's just big meat.
This song is one of the best songs of the decade. I was just listening to this the other day and I was like, wow. Just the beat, and then Kendrick coming in at the end, and I wanted to set shit off. This really set shit off because it was so fire. Damn.
Unlike that with featuring Metro Boomin, the rest, as they say, is history, leading to the war between Drake and Kendrick that culminated in a victory when Not Like Us took over the world. However, Cole had his own tentative response to K-Dot.
Your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic, your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they got... I don't remember how the beat went because he took it off of Spotify. Like a bitch. I was very annoyed by that. Why you won't put it back up? You know, it's all over and done with. Just put it back up.
In a drill, a track where
your third shit was massive and that was your prime.
Took aim at Kendrick's Mr. Morale album.
I think that's kind of how the melody went. I can't say for sure.
And generally let it be known that he was ready for the smoke until suddenly he wasn't. Just days after the release, Cole took to the stage at his very own Dreamville Festival, addressing his fans and letting them know that he regretted the record, claiming that it didn't sit right with his spirit. From there, Cole would take the song off streaming services, purging this incident from his mind and giving him the clarity and peace that he'd spent so long seeking. This decision helped him be at ease with himself. The ensuing backlash probably is Cole wondering whether it was worth it. By backpedaling like that, he'd done something that no artist of his pedigree had ever really done before. And as a result, many people, including Drake himself, if academics is to be believed, couldn't process it.
Yo, whose goal is this, man? If you're a Cole fan, I don't care, man. I need one of y'all industry come up here and debate me, man. What type of beta male weak is this? How you find the song he dissed you on? You're apologizing for your song and finding his song. It's like you in the club and slap you punch him, and now later you say, man, yo, I'm sorry for even punching you, but I ain't gonna lie, that slap that you slapped me with, that was crazy, right? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I felt that. What the?
Rightly or wrongly, the disbelief that followed Cole backing out of the battle meant that a once all-conquering rapper was looked at in a new, minimized light. Unfortunately for Cole, this has meant that his words were also viewed with a new lens, where much of his content has revolved around being the MC that others don't want to tangle with. His bold words on a pre-fall-off B-side Cloud Z carried on this tradition, with Cole declaring that, boy, I work smarter and harder. My style got a restraining order, don't bother. I charter unseen territories in order to push it farther than you have ever thought of. I caught a lot of murder charges, turned artists to martyrs. And where this kind of bravado and wordplay would have once had people reacting as though Cole is that guy, the response was far more tempered. For one, he got checked by Freddie Gibbs, who tweeted about how other rappers be rapping about how they kill rappers. And
this is what I was talking about on, I'm pretty sure it was this song, when I read to it on my Patreon. I was arguing with somebody over there. One of my past patrons, he's no longer a patron, but yeah, he was going back and forth with me about it. I'm just like, I mean, I said what the fuck I said in the comment, but yeah, it's like, shut the fuck up. Because what I'm saying is valid, and what they're saying is valid. This is a very valid critique of Cole.
Careers.
After all of that, it's like, you can't really be on that once you back out.
Blah, blah, blah. But he backing out of rap beefs. Clearly, this was aimed at Cole, and must have stung if it got through his echo chamber and to his attention. However, it unfortunately shows how Cole's hand was forced in a way that he never anticipated during the Kendrick and Drake feud. Where those two clearly had long-standing personal issues, Cole instead wanted to be able to support one another and aid in navigating the issues that come with their success and good fortune.
No one is truly my peer or can relate to what I'm going through in life more than these people right here. I've been trying to, absolutely make an effort, like, as time goes on, to, like, strip the competition from me. Like, y'all are submitted forever. I will hope that I'm submitted forever, and if not, I will be, when it's all said and done. In my mind, that's how my mentality is. I'm more interested in the relationship because I also see a time when I'm not doing it.
Sorry.
Before, I was interested in the competition. Before, I was just interested in, like, putting pressure or
this is what confuses me about him. Like, he wants everybody to be on some kumbaya shit and, oh, well, these are my brothers and my friends. And no. There are no friends in the industry, word to Drake, and he is correct in that. So I don't know why Cole has this false sense of like brotherhood in the industry. I don't feel like it exists. It only exists in his head. Or maybe he, you know, is taking these people serious and he's just that naive. I'm not sure. But I do feel like he thinks some of these relationships are stronger than they actually are. That's just my take on the situation. Because Kendrick let it be known, like, fuck all y'all. I'll be on my YMW Melly shit. Like, no, it's me. Like, he told y'all it's big me. Like, he ain't give a fuck about y'all at all. So I don't know why Cole, these are my brothers. And look how Drake did you dirty. So what are we talking about?
With a hyper-competitive world like hip-hop, this isn't something that people understand or are even willing to comprehend. But the byproduct of that is the isolation Cole now must feel. Where he once approached the fall-off as his great victory lap, the fallout from his retreat in the beef has minimized his talking points. Posturing or calling for war is out, and now rapping about the craft or his personal life is about all he has left. Plus, if rumors are to be believed, the project was essentially scrapped after the beef.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He kind of hinted at that, you know. Right before he dropped the album, he like did this little Instagram press release or whatever the fuck that was, and he basically implied that he had to come back with some other shit. And then I saw a headline, somebody else said they heard a different version of the fall off. It was like a rapper, I forgot, but they were like, I guess they heard parts of the fall off, maybe he played it for them or whatever, and they were like, yeah, this ain't what I heard at all. So I really, really wonder what he previously had. He should drop that too.
Leading to Kendrick and Drake features that were supposed to be present on the album being kicked to the curb. Billed as though it's his final release, Cole has been open about emptying the tank before it's all said and done.
Before I'm done, I want to make sure I release. You know, I don't want to like look back 20 years and have a big vault of music that I didn't put out, especially when it's songs that I love.
Yeah,
you know,
good.
It might not be like
drop
the
it.
album bar, but it's like, yo, I love that song. I love what I'm saying on it. So I'm trying to find a way to like
get those out.
So.
See, this is why I feel like he's not gonna actually retire. Is because he has so much music that he's sitting on that he'll drop, and it'll feel like new music to us. So.
But the weakened position he's been left in following the beef makes you wonder how much of that music will hit now, if it's even fit for purpose at all. Truly, Cole has found himself navigating uncharted water, all due to sacrificing his claim of being battle-ready in favor of peace of mind. The unfortunate downside of that is that he's reached a point where rappers like Lil Pump, who was famously sunned by Cole in 1985 before they linked up for a cross-generational summit at the shelter, are comfortable slandering him.
J. Cole, man. Yeah, I know you and him, y'all cool, but
I'm getting real. Like that's just all right.
Left battling with issues that are entirely singular, Cole runs the risk of bidding farewell to his greatest love on a note that's lesser than the fanfare he truly deserves. But just before the release of The Fall Off, Cole seems to have issued everyone a rude awakening with his boom-bap-laced Birthday Blizzard 26. Released via his website with a pay-what-you-want scheme that had a minimum price of $1, this rapping masterclass over iconic 90s beats saw Cole refuse to back down from the criticism and attempts at downgrading him that have cropped up following the 7-minute drill. In fact, he actively responds to them head-on. On opening track Bronx Zoo, Cole defiantly spits that, "I used to be top seed, apology dropped me right out of the top 3, before arguing that he's at his best when they doubt me." Across this collection of 4 freestyles, Cole is unwilling to give in to the idea that he must be neutered, but keeps his complaints broad and culture-wide, alongside claiming that nowadays you can make a grip commentating if you master 2 skills, either riding or hating. Cole shifts from taking aim at other rappers' lyrical ability, but their business acumen and ties to 360 contracts, spitting that a lot of rappers make dope but then be prone to lose it. For crumbs, dumb, sold their soul solution, universal distribution, but I own the music. Then, people have even speculated that he's taken aim at Drake's infamously scrapped trip to Australia with the bars.
That ain't no speculation.
The stream saying you winning while your tour's losing.
And this previous, whatever.
Universal distribution.
I said what I said on my Patreon.
I own the music. Then, people have even speculated that he's taken aim at Drake's infamously scrapped trip to Australia with the bars. If the stream's saying you winning while your tour's losing, when the math ain't mathing, of course you're juicing. That mean the bots is boosting. But the bars that perhaps give the greatest insight to where he's at mentally come along early in the mixtape when he claims that he despises rappers like he's the Charleston White, while also letting the world know that he was resurrected, spitting, "Just when you thought that your boy was completely dead, boom, walked out the tomb like Matthew said that Jesus did." Over the past year plus, Cole's decision to apologize has put him through hell. But for one final time, it seems he's eager to let the music do the talking. And if this mixtape is an indication of what to expect on the fall-off, it appears that the goal is to put his skill in place in the hip-hop pantheon of greats beyond all doubt, leaving the apology as nothing more than a footnote. By addressing it with his full might, there are some who will go into the album feeling...
I don't think it's going to be a footnote, though. That's a big part. That's going to be a big part of his career that people are going to mention. I'm not saying it's going to diminish his talent at all or diminish how great of a rapper he's been, but I don't think it's just going to be a footnote to where it's like, oh, disregard it. I think it's going to be one of the main topics of conversation, honestly.
And then it's been approached.
And I think he knows that, and I feel like there's some regret there because of it.
Then can move on.
Based on what I got from the mixtape.
But this is a culture where Rick Ross still gets called out for being a CO almost 20 years since this news first emerged. So not everyone will be quick to let it lie. But in all likelihood, Cole is going to release one of the finest albums in his catalog with the fall off. After all, he's had years to fine-tune it. Hopefully, its quality will also be enough to allow his world to no longer be such a desolate place and for the culture to rejoice in accepting him once more. Because at the end of the day, every artist slips up. The real question is whether one mistake should outweigh an entire legacy.
See, I don't think it's going to do all of that. I don't think that's going to negate all of the work that he's put in at all, but it's going to definitely be something that people will always bring up when they're discussing, like, oh, who was the GOAT in rap during this period? If anybody tries to say Cole, they're going to be like, well, he did back out, and Kendrick's the GOAT over him because, you know, it's going to always be brought up. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I agree with a lot of what was said on this vid for sure. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the fall off. Now that y'all have had time to sit with it and listen to it, have your thoughts changed? Do you think it's great? Do you think it's trash? Let me know. If you want to hear my thoughts, head over to the Patreon. Let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.